Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm doing my fourth quarter goals for 2018, which of course covers October, November, and December. But before I do that, I'm going to go over my last quarter goals, which covers July, August, and September. And I have everything written down on a piece of paper. So my first two goals for this past summer were to finish editing and do the formatting for House of Falling Embers. Of course, I did this. In actuality, I wanted to be done with everything by the 15th or 16th of August, and I didn't quite meet that goal. I think I got finished with everything by the 24th. And it's a little bit longer than I wanted. My editor got behind early on, which of course put me behind, and it was like super stressful. But of course, in the end, everything is totally fine, and I still finished by the end of the month, which was my actual goal. But of course, I like to have everything done early. So my third goal was to get everything ready for the release date for House of Falling Embers, and of course I also did this. And then my fourth goal was to have the cover reveal for House of Falling Embers, and of course I did that. So my fifth goal, which I think I mentioned in my last video that I already started, but I wanted to clean out my closets and my drawers and get rid of everything that I didn't wear anymore, that I didn't want anymore, and things that have like holes in them, and for some reason I still had them. And I'm happy to say that I got through all the dressers and my closet, and everything is now neat and organized. So for once, I think I am 100% on my goals, which is great. And so my next goals I also have written down on a piece of paper. So my first goal for the rest of this year is not very specific. It just says write a book. But of course, the book that I'm talking about is the one that I started writing, kind of started writing. I'm very, very slow to like start new books. I get like stage fright and make a lot of excuses. Sometimes I'm legitimately tired, but whatever the reason, it is always like so much drama to get me to start a new book. But once I get started, everything is great. So my goal is to get that book written by the end of the year, which I'm not usually good for writing in December because I just kind of want to hibernate because it's dark and it's cold. But if I complete that goal, then my second goal is to get the next book started. Just get it started. And I don't really have like good working titles for this book. It's just I'm working on like a paranormal book, of course, and then I'm working on a YA supernatural horror, and I'm very excited about this. This is a book I tried to write before and I just wrecked it all over the place, but it's totally fine because it happens. Stuff happens. Story wrecks happen, and it's totally fine. But this does bring me to my third goal, which is to start planning my publishing schedule for next year. So I want to have this set in stone by the end of the year, how many books I'm going to publish, when I'm going to publish them. So I'm not planning on publishing another book until next fall, but I might possibly publish 2 books next fall. It just kind of depends on if they both get done. So my goal is to write this paranormal book, and then write the supernatural horror book, and then edit the paranormal book, and then edit the supernatural horror book. So if everything goes well, then I'm thinking I'll publish one in like September and then one in like October, but we'll see. I don't have any like concrete plans yet, but that is one of my goals, is to make those concrete plans. And like around December, I should have a better idea of how much longer it'll take me to finish this paranormal book, and then by then I will know if it's feasible to get another book written and edited, and also that paranormal book edited and everything that goes along with getting the book together. My fourth goal, this is probably going to sound a little weird, but I want to take a stroll through the park when the weather starts to cool off. So maybe around the end of October, or maybe even like November, or maybe even December. I don't really like to be outside when it's like hot, because I don't like to be like super hot. So again, I know this sounds weird, but that's one of my goals, is to make sure I have my fall walk through the park, because I love walking through the park in the fall. All the leaves are falling and the path is beautiful and there's not a lot of people there, because most people don't like being cold. I don't mind being cold. And my fifth goal for this last quarter of the year is to research writing conferences and pick one to go to. I meant to do this earlier this year, but this is kind of why I like breaking my goals down, because it's like I can look at like my goals for the year and I can make sure everything is getting done as I go throughout the year. And so I looked on my my goals for the year and I saw that I haven't done this yet. So I'm going to make sure this gets done by the end of the year. And so those are my final goals for this year, and of course I will do a wrap up at the end of the year. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep doing this because I just realized how helpful it is. And I didn't write this down, but I do want to finish my Goodreads reading goal for the year. I am going to raise it to 52 books from 50. I started off the year like wanting to read 26 books, but then when I got to March and realized I was already almost there, then I decided to raise it to 50. And now that I'm almost at 50, I decided to just go ahead and raise it to 52, because why not? So my goal is to get the rest of those books finished, which I don't think will be a problem at all, especially given my tendency to want to hibernate in the wintertime. And all I want to do is like curl up with some hot cocoa and a good book or something fun to watch. So, but that is all for this goal video, and I will see you guys in the next video. And my book is coming out on October 1st, which is a Monday. I don't know if I'm going to make a video for that, because like I always say, I don't really know what to do. But if I come up with an idea between the time I film this one then I will do something. Otherwise, I will see you guys next month in a video. So yeah, so bye.